Hey guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of this podcast. Now, I don't have a full name for it yet. I have some names that I'm thinking of to name this podcast, and one of them, which you're probably going to see this be called, is the Last Man Standing podcast. And the reason I'm calling it that is because it's a one-person podcast. I'm not talking to anyone, I'm not interviewing anyone. It's not like the Joe Rogan podcast. It's not like any of that stuff. It's just me talking to a camera about different things. I recently recorded a lot of videos for my YouTube channel to do with gaming, not like a podcast, and I didn't know how to edit them. I have one video that I'm currently editing and it's taking a long time, but I want to get it done. It's the new trial chambers in Minecraft, even though they came out like 2 months ago now, but like I still want to cover them, and the video was made like a few days after the update came out, so it's still worth editing. I thought the video was like half an hour long, but it turns out it's almost an hour long. It's like 50 minutes long, so I do think that that footage can't be wasted, and I want to edit it and make it into something. But today we're not really talking about anything in particular on this first episode, and I don't even know if this is going to be on my main channel, but like I probably am going to put this video of the podcast on my main channel, so like the channel you're watching this on, Echo Plays, and then it'll kind of let people who watch my channel know, which is not that many people, that I have a podcast, and then I might migrate over to my second channel, which is also called Echo Plays, but it has an S at the end instead of a Z, and that would basically mean that enough people would know to go over to my second channel and watch it there, rather than just posting on my second channel again like one view a video. And by the way, it's a podcast that's going to only be on YouTube, so there's going to be videos to it. Like, as you can see here, I'm just flying around a plastic texture pack world in Minecraft of a theme park that I made like 5 years ago or something, maybe less, maybe like 3 years ago, and I recently expanded it doing this. But I'm not going to be like making it so that it's on Spotify and Apple Music and wherever else you get your podcasts, just because, you know, it doesn't really work for me. I don't know, but it doesn't feel right, if that makes sense, to put it on those things. And what is happening here? And that's right. That's wrong. I'm gonna fix this here. But in general, for like other episodes, this is just a pilot episode, if you get what I'm saying. It's not really a pilot, but you know what I mean. Basically, I'm gonna have like some sort of like notes taken, or like researched, or like some sort of like script of things I'm gonna say, so that way I'm talking about a certain subject when we're making these videos, and I'm not just rambling and yapping, but I'm gonna be talking about like Nintendo Switch 2, because that's coming out sometime next year probably, and announced sometime in the latter part of this year. And then I'm also going to be talking about different movies that I enjoyed, or like Spider-Man 2, which I just finished. Not the story, I finished like the actual like 100% of the game. The only thing I haven't gotten, because I think I have 94% of the game done, is the spider bots. Most places I have 1 out of 3 spider bots in each, like, you know, district of New York, and some of them I have 2 out of 3, but I don't have 3 out of 3 in anywhere, I don't think. Maybe one place. But like, I was looking at my spider bot list in Spider-Man 2 recently, and I thought that I only needed 1 more spider bot in order to complete the collection, because then Genki was like, oh, someone's using our same spider tech as us, maybe there's another Spider-Man out there, foreshadowing for the next game. But I actually think it's Yuri right now that's using their signal, you know, Wraith. And I was like, oh yeah, I only have 1 more spider bot to collect, and then I have the whole bunch. But then I collected like 3 more, and I was like, wait a sec, that's not just 1. And I check, and I need 21 more spider bots, so I still need a whole lot of spider bots. I think I need like 19 or something now left, but they're just so hard to get because they're not marked on a map, and if you swing through an area, you need to be quite close to the spider bot in order to see its kind of radius glowing, and then you hear it through your controller and through sound as well, which is your controller. But like, it's weird the way the sound comes through your controller, and for some reason it's so loud and I can't change it. As well, for the Danacast podcast and the Jameson show, I can't change it. Like, it's coming through my controller so loud, and I don't know if I have it on full volume on my controller, because I used to like have my video be so loud on any other account I was using but my own main account on my PlayStation 5. Crazy stuff, but that's basically that. I want to make a video, or a podcast rather, talking about Spider-Man 2, and I kind of got inspiration to make a podcast because you see so many podcasts these days, and I'm kind of labeling this a podcast just so it's different from my videos, but it's just yapping sessions, because there's like people like Beast Child who just yaps, and it's not called a podcast because it's just yapping to a screen. But I'm calling this a podcast just because, you know, I'm not yapping to a screen, although like you can't see me, but I'm literally yapping into a microphone. But that's besides the point. And you've got other people then like Drama Mama who does a podcast. That's what the podcast's called. It's actually Ben of the Week who does the podcast, but it's called Drama Mama. And he was with a studio, so it was an actual full-on podcast. And then he changed out of the studio, like when the lease was kind of finished, he didn't renew it. He just said, "Now I'm on my own now," and he does like drama things, but usually he does podcast videos where he basically talks about weird drama, like Ice Spice's fetish and stuff like that, which is so weird, but like, you know, it's like weird stuff like that, or how he nearly got cast as, you know that anime that has a real life version on Netflix. I can never remember the name of the guy with the curly hair and the straw hat, and he wears like a red jacket. Him. Ben of the Week nearly got cast for that, which was crazy. And he actually looks really like him. He was meant to be like a stunt double, but then he got injured on like the first day. He nearly got cast as the main character, but then he became a stunt double for the character. But then he got injured on the first day when he was in like some other country that isn't America, and then he basically didn't do any more with that show, even though he looks so much like the main character. It's crazy. It's really crazy. If you know who Ben of the Week is, he's a YouTuber. He does lots of weird videos. He's also well known enough to get on a Mr. Beast video, but then, you know, he actually didn't get on the Mr. Beast video. But like Mr. Beast didn't tell his employees, so when there was like a bus going to like the area where the employees were gonna be like kind of doing the challenge, like they're on a bus to go to the kind of warehouse or wherever it is that they did the challenge, they're calling his name on the bus, like, "Where's Ben of the Week? Is Ben here? Is Ben here? He's meant to be in the challenge video." And then he just wasn't there because they basically made him sit in a hotel room for 4 days, and he was just like, you know, eating Taco Bell and stuff, waiting for the invite into the kind of challenge video. He even got like a jumpsuit. He's wearing it. He made a video about this, and that's why I'm talking about it. And he even wore that jumpsuit in the video. It's crazy. Like, he got like selected. He got flown out. He stayed in the hotel for 4 nights, I'd say, and then he was meant to be in the bus going to the warehouse, but none of the employees knew that he actually didn't get chosen and that there's already 50 people doing the challenge. But in the end, IShowSpeed showed up so late and they didn't want him in the challenge that Ben could have been in it because there's only 49 people in the video, not 50. But maybe they filled it out and put someone else in there instead of IShowSpeed. But there were like Spanish YouTubers and I think one French YouTuber who nearly won, and then also like 1 or 2 Japanese YouTubers. That Ben of the Week could have, like, you know, been in the video more than them, because he's more known than them, even though they might have more subscribers than him, or some of them might. But my opinion is my opinion. I started watching Ben of the Week like a year and a half ago or something, maybe even 2 years ago. It was when he got Talking Ben to basically control his life for a day, and like, he asks him a question. If he says yes, he has to do it. If he says no, he doesn't do it. If he says I don't know, then he like asks him another question. I think he did some weird stuff in that video, but it was a really good video, and now I watch him a lot. But that's Ben of the Week. If you wanna watch him, go watch him. It's pretty cool. He looks like a really strange mix of races, and people always think he's Mexican or like Latino, but he's not. He actually lived in Canada for ages, and he actually explained it in one of his Drama Mama podcast videos that one side of his family, I think it might be his dad's side, is Indian, and then his mom's side is like a strange mix of kind of European ethnicities, because I think his granny or his granddad, one of them is German and the other one is French, and he always ate German food whenever he visited them, so like Wiener Schnitzel and whatever else. And it's crazy that like people think he's Latino. I did kind of see the Indian shining through on him because he has a darker skin tone and stuff, but I know a lot of people could be mistaking him for Latino because, you know, Latino people and Latina people are just in general darker skinned, and like you could mistake a Latina person for being Indian or like Pakistani or from like Bangladesh or from Sri Lanka or Nepal or any of those kind of, you know, Indian subcontinent countries basically. Moving on, this is a Minecraft world if you're just wondering why I'm flying around. I built this maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago. It's a theme park because I was insanely kind of, oh that scared me, insanely kind of interested in theme parks until Planet Coaster came out, and now Planet Coaster 2 is coming out soon, so I'm going to be copping that straight away. But here we have the main entrance, it says mine on it. No, no store. I'm just going to change the music here for a second, guys, because Minecraft music in-game is playing over the music I have playing, you know, from Spotify. They're both Minecraft music. So here we go, it says mine. You go through here, you got all your villagers kind of selling you tickets, but not really. Go through here, you got a burger place. This is the only place that's furnished inside, apart from the houses. And you can see here, you got some stools. Go eat your nice burger. I don't know why I can only stand at the edge, but there we go. And, oh what? Yeah, you can actually do that. Hello, I'm swimming. And you got like burgers and stuff in here. I got nothing in there, but they're meant to be fridges and fryers and whatnot. I don't know what this was meant to be. Nearly voice crack there. But what is this? It's bricks. Okay, that's cool. And then you got a fireworks shop with nothing in it. I do need to make this entrance bigger, so I'll do that. I'll probably fit these out at some point, but I kind of went back through my worlds and found this, and I thought it was so cool. Here's a hot dog stand as well, which looks absolutely amazing. Like, look at this hot dog stand. Crazy. Crazy. Got the... Actually, for some reason, you've got ketchup and mustard underneath the hot dog itself, but like, still pretty cool. You got the hot... Wait, what? Okay, I understand now. You got hot dog on the bun, the same level as the bun for some reason, then ketchup and mustard, and then another hot dog. It's cool for like looking cool, but that would never happen in real life. Also got a gapple stand, golden apple. And then you've got these two modern houses, except this is a house. This isn't. I think I built both of these because I know I used to play with some of my friends and my cousin and whatever, so maybe...
How often do you compare yourself to others?
Maybe they built some of this stuff, but I think I built both these. Go in here, and you're like, this is not a house, there's seating. And so actually, this is a restaurant. You've got like a kind of, what would you call this? Kind of counter here with a chest underneath. It's actually a really cool kind of, it's a very kind of cool design, because you can see like you got all these trapdoors here, but you can still have like a top part and still have the chest underneath being able to be opened. And then you've got more seats outside, and you realise it's actually a barbecue place. You've got a furnace here, or a smoker rather. Got another counter here, another counter here, and then you've got double benches or seating here, here and here. So it's a pretty cool place. It's a modern outdoor barbecue restaurant with indoor seating, and I think I was meant to emulate a bar here, and then you have seating there. I should probably put stools here, but they'd be way too big, so I didn't do it. That's pretty cool. I don't know what place it has in a theme park, but it is something. Let me just change the volume. And then you've got this place right here, which is just a normal house. As you can see, you've got some chests in here. I'm not really sure what this is doing here. It's like a kind of, you know, a lobby to a hotel. Maybe that's what I'm trying to go at. Actually, you know what? I never thought of it that way. I think this is actually meant to be a hotel, because you got a kind of fish tank here, and then you got loads of rooms, not just one. So here's a room. A modern hotel. This is pretty cool. Or should I say hostel, because it's a bit small to be a hotel. Got another room here. You know, got some nice plants. This is actually nicely decorated for back then when I was like 13, 14, maybe even less, 12. And then you got this place here. You got some crafting tables and a furnace here. I actually meant to have a stair here. Let's get that back up, because no, wrong one. What is this? Dark oak. Okay, spruce. Dark oak and spruce don't look that different. Okay, we're going to have this here. Is it like this? No, it's the other way. And the reason I have this here is so you can still press in the crafting table. Because if you didn't, like if I just had a normal thing here, you wouldn't be able to press the crafting table. But now you are, so let's place that back. There we go. So there are the rooms in this hotel. I now realize it's a hotel, not a house. Don't know what I was thinking. But you've got a hotel, and you've got a restaurant right beside it, so they actually make sense. Just kind of should be connected, but that's that. And then, yeah, to make more sense, you got a pool and a jacuzzi in your hotel. It makes a lot more sense. Nice. Small pool, but it's only a few rooms, so it's more of a hostel. And if you're wondering what this is, you know, building time. If you ever watched Stampy Cat and Ballistic Squid, you know. But, you know, my childhood, even though it was a bit later in my childhood. And then you've got this right here, which is meant to be a roller coaster. I haven't built it yet. Spruce Forest roller coaster. Then over here, which I did a little bit, it is a roller coaster. It is coal mine into ice mountain, so I'm putting like snow and ice around, and then I'm gonna make like a kind of snow mountain that starts going up, because this is meant to be like a kind of a normal mountain with a bit of snow, and then it turns into a bigger mountain. And yeah, I also need to add more stone around there and snow. And then you got this kind of snowy area. This is meant to be like a battle area, if I remember correctly, and I have it kind of covered off here so the snow golems can't leave. Got some fishing here. It is most fish in 1 minute wins, and then you got, it's a mini game, and you got rods here, and then you can see you got, what is that? Hello? 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 I've never seen this before. I'm actually so stumped right now. What is this? Salmon. That's a normal salmon. That ain't normal. Bro, report that to the Minecraft glitch police. Like, have you ever seen a salmon that big? I mean, in real life, yes. Like, you can get cods twice the size of that. And, like, hake and stuff. But I've never seen a Minecraft salmon be like that before. Like, that's a mini one. That's a big one. So then what is this? Anyway, I don't know if you're able to, you know, actually catch it with a fishing rod, but that would be cool. Here's a roller coaster. We're not going to ride it, but it goes all around this pyramid, right? Which I actually built, by the way. It's not just naturally occurring. I actually built this, which is pretty cool. I like copied it from the normal one. Like if you go down, it's literally the exact same, and you can see if you go down, there's no chests, because I didn't just spawn this in or anything, because there's no way I could spawn it in. There's no, like, none of that stuff on Bedrock Edition. I actually built it, and then I obviously built these things as well, making a cool roller coaster. And then you got a bouncy house, or that's at least what you call it in America. It's a bouncy castle, and if you jump from up here, you should be able to jump right back up. Or nearly. You could jump high enough anyway if you go really high up and jump. So you get high enough to jump up there. And then you've got scaffolding here, which is how you get up, instead of using stairs, or instead of using ladders, should I say. That'd be the kind of contemporary way of doing it. And that's basically it. Got loads of food places, shops, hotel, all that stuff. And then you got a bouncy castle, a roller coaster, kind of mini game area with a battle arena and fishing mini game. And then you've also got a ice mountain roller coaster and a spruce forest roller coaster that's not there yet. And then building time, which could be a mini game in this kind of theme park, if I do say so myself. And I don't really know what else I have to say. I kind of want to make these long, like an hour and a half long. That's kind of the radius, should I say radius, or kind of interval that I kind of want to do it. Probably around an hour 15 would be the kind of hot spot for these places. For these videos, for these podcasts. And it's called The Lost and Not... What am I saying? No, it's not. That's someone else's podcast. I kind of ripped them off. It's called Last Man Standing Podcast. There might be another name that I think of that's better, and I want to make like kind of a good thumbnail for it that kind of encompasses it, like a good logo or whatever, and I'll put that on every podcast so it just looks the same. and when you see that thumbnail you'll know it's the podcast. But definitely go check out my second channel, Echo Plays with an S, and you'll see if the podcasts are there, or if I have more than one podcast episode on my main channel, then you know I'm keeping it there. But I might put it on my second channel, most likely, if I can kind of get people to at least know I have a podcast on my second channel by looking at this video. And it's not just going to be me wandering around Minecraft and stuff. There might be times where I'm actually building in Minecraft. There might be times where I'm like just playing a survival world. There might be times where I'm playing, you know, Dreams and doing stuff in that, or even Planet Coaster and just building and whatever in that. Just sandbox games. They're so good to just, you know, unwind, listen to some music, and ramble and yap, basically. So, if you liked this video, this episode of podcast, let me know. And in the future, there might be graphics on screen that kind of don't show any video, because I might not be, you know, making a video at the same time as the podcast, and it might be more of an authentic podcast experience, just listening to my voice. But more in-depth things are going to come soon. It's definitely not going to be like this. It's going to have a proper kind of, you know, theme to it. Like I'm going to be talking about a certain thing, like, as I said, Nintendo Switch 2, or different games, different movies, superhero movies. I want to talk about all the new Marvel movies that are coming out soon, as well as Deadpool and Wolverine, which just came out. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't comment on it. But there are a lot of things that happened in San Diego Comic-Con that are related to the Avengers and things like that. So, let's see what will happen. You know, the future looks bright. Minecraft video coming soon, like properly coming soon, because I'm going to edit it all the time over the next few days. So, you know, stay tuned, and let's see what will happen. Will this stay on this channel? Will it go to my second channel? And will I record videos for the podcast, or will I just make a graphic and, you know, be more authentic and traditional with podcasts? Let's see. So subscribe. Let's go!